I want to talk about how your business can grow and thrive in this season. We are in the midst of transitional times. We are in the midst of an unstable economy. A lot of the biggest companies, they started in the midst of a recession. How did that happen? How did they thrive? Let's talk about some recommendations for this season so that you can thrive in your business. I have 5 for you today. I really do recommend that you take some notes. I want you to feel empowered to apply what we're talking about today. I want to mention that a lot of these recommendations I have are about leveraging the path of least resistance. Because in a season where a lot of people may have their guard up, we want to leverage the path of least resistance to start. First and foremost, focus on your current clients. The online space is crazy, and I'm sure that there are people listening that have bought things, invested in mentors where the experience was not prioritized once you were sold that particular offer. And it's heartbreaking, it's frustrating. I have been there on multiple occasions myself. We need to really raise the bar and we need to set a new standard for the experience that we're providing. The online space talks so much about marketing and sales and acquiring new leads, and all of that is necessary. Do not get me wrong. But where we have a problem is when we only focus on those things and we don't focus on what happens after somebody says yes to working with you. How are you serving those clients? How are you delivering an incredible experience for them? I want you to consider ways that you can make their experience the best possible experience. Why? Number one, we want to operate out of integrity. We want to deliver on what we promise. I think that's important, period. But number two, there's so much potential from a revenue perspective when you focus on your client experience, potential for continued work together, continued value add from you to them. Consider, how do you want your clients to feel? And then beyond that, how can you create that in the experience you're providing? The second one is prioritize retention. This ties directly into your client experience. With an excellent client experience, you will be able to increase your retention rates. Your offer suite needs to allow for ongoing value add and retention. Now, what is an offer suite? If you are new to the space and that's a new term for you, that is just the products and services that you currently offer through your company. In order to prioritize retention, we either A, need to have multiple things that you offer where people can be kind of like upsold into those different tiers and containers, products, services, as they continue to build rapport and trust with you and your brand. And then option B here is retaining within individual offers. If you are newer to business, you may have a less full offer suite. You may focus on the higher tiers. For example, maybe you're an agency and you help people with their social media marketing. You may have a set of top tier packages that you serve people in. We could retain your clients within those offers. What we're trying to get away from here is having a business model that is dependent upon brand new sales every single month in order to hit your revenue goals. How can we structure your products and services to allow room for you to provide ongoing value for your customers? Number 3, integrate a proactive sales system for new sales. This is so important. Doesn't matter what stage of business you're in. Something that I am so passionate about is that you have control over your business, over your sales process. If you have a proactive sales system in place that allows for human interaction, for you to invite people into further service with you, your brand, your community, that is something you have control over. You want to have a proactive sales system in place for your business that you can depend on, that you can leverage. All of this to say, if you need new business and you aren't asking for it, go ask for it. The 4th recommendation here is to infuse story and history into your marketing. A lot of times we think that everyone buys based on the deliverables and what they're going to get access to, the pricing, of course, how much they trust you. But something that can help you and your company stand out is by sharing the history of your company, story-driven content, by pulling back the curtains of yourself as the founder or your team team? How can we integrate more story into your marketing so that we can form deeper connections with your community? That's the ultimate goal here. When we invite people into the deeper meaning behind what we do, behind why we do what we do, that allows us to connect on a deeper level with people. And people remember those things, and people begin to develop more trust with you when they learn more and they're provided more depth to who you are, to who your company is. Consider integrating more story-driven content, sharing more of your history and business, really opening up to your community. The fifth piece here, final recommendation, get scrappy and leverage your network. Is there anyone that you're connected to that you could partner with where you guys both refer business to each other? And maybe there's a payout for each of you when you refer business to each other. Could you integrate a referral program to leverage the people that already know, and trust you and get some word of mouth marketing? Can you prioritize any collaborations in order to get in front of new audiences? How can you leverage the people that you're already connected to? How can you see how you can also be of service for them? How can it be mutually beneficial? Those are my top 5 recommendations for you. If there's anyone listening that is under the impression that people don't buy during times like this, please know that that is so far from the truth. People still have needs. They still have desires, and you have the solution to some of those things. Ultimately, know that there is goodness and breakthrough and abundance and opportunity to be found in this season.